Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Because I'm doing well, because I'm having a wonderful 22 January 2025. We're 32 years old now. Hell yeah. Today we're doing a video because I don't know why today's a very chaotic day in my brain. And I wanted to come back to this because we did a video about it. And you're gonna see recently, I decided to do a lot of the video because the problem that I had was I made a lot of videos and had an amazing subject and I kind of burned those subjects. So for example, right, I'm very into comics lately, very into comics. So you do the extreme battle of Peter Parker, Spider-Man versus She-Venom, right? And it's a great battle and like, holy shit, dude, this is amazing. This is fucking amazing. We love those two characters, but because you were rushed or because somebody else was in charge of the narrative of the books, it wasn't as good, right? So I wanted to do a lot of the videos that we did because I don't think I did them justice, but also because I think that I evolved. I think in 3 years I did a lot of self introspection. Some of it was volunteer, some of it was forced on me, voluntary and forced on me, right? I think a lot of it was from a okay. So last 3 years, the most important thing for me in my entire life, in my whole universe. Now, universe is yourself. You're a universe, so you are this person. You're this seed, right? And around you, there's a lot of people, and a lot of people, and a lot of people, right? And they're all part of this universe, part of this reality of yours, right? So you got a friend, but that friend is part of your universe because it's a friend, right? You got these parents, and they're your parents because they gave birth to you. The simple concept of parenting is amazing. The simple concept of parenting where those two people, Reja and Mona, right? Reja, my father, Mona, my mother, right? They're parents. They'll tell everybody we're parents, right? They're parents to one person. And to me, this is crazy because you learn in life that when you become a parent, nothing is more important than that. Your world, your universe, your entire focus becomes being a parent, right? And to me, this is absolutely insane how you can live your whole life being a parent, right? And parent to one person. You're not parent to a community, right? You can be a brilliant scientist, You're gonna have discovery that are insane. But then you become a parent and you only take care of this one kid. And to me, this is a universe. This is a universe creating, right? But again, you're the center of your universe. So, center of your universe is something that become better, bigger and better. So let's talk about universe, right? See how chaotic it is? So this universe has bigger planets, right? So you know that the universe now have 8 planets or 9. I know Pluto used to be a planet. I don't know if it's still the case. But you have those planets, right? And then you realize that those planets, some planets are bigger than others. So they have more importance, right? Or you can just say that, well, Earth is the only planet in this universe to have a living being on it. So it is the most important. It might be the smallest, but it's the most important, right? Right? Cool. So, this importance to me for the 3 last year, this hurt in my universe was making content, right? And with making content is the most important because it's a form of self-introspection. Is the most important because it's a sense of I'm dealing with this situation. I had a fight today, and because I had a fight today, I want to talk about it. Because I had to talk about it, right? I feel better. It's a journal. And then if I'm lucky enough, somebody that I like and trust will comment on it and say, hey, you should try this. And sometimes I'll see the comments, I'm like, nah, bro, it won't work. It's just sometimes. You have a comment that makes a lot of sense. Like, holy shit, that does make sense. So you try it. And you try it. And you try it. And it works. Arknights. We make sure that it works. So yeah, so this important to make content, and yes, I've been obsessed with it. I've been really obsessed, but ultimately it is a private diary. ultimately it is the main part of my existence right now. I'm not saying it's going to be it in a month. I'm not saying it's going to be this in 2 weeks. I'm not going to be saying this. I'm going to become a father one day. Maybe the content will be the last thing on my mind, right? But at this current moment, it is the content. And I was talking with my girlfriend yesterday. Well, my girlfriend, my fréquentation, my situationship, and it's funny because we're gonna start a diet soon. Got 33 years old, 32 years old. Let's see, very chaotic. And she was saying, "Why is that so important to you?" And we talked about this, and she's really smart, and she has a lot of experience with dealing with people, with understanding people. And you realize that the reason this is so important is because I've used making content as a form of self-medication. I've used this making content as a sense of, I'm dealing with this shit. My only outing of these emotions are through content. I'm dealing with a situation where I used to work a lot versus I don't work. And I feel guilty about not working because my parents were such hard worker that I need to work. Now, I could go to do another job, but I have such a pessimistic view of workplace because I didn't have a single workplace that was totally positive. Now, I don't even know if that exists, if it's totally positive, but I've had a lot of negative experiences versus very few that were very positive, right? So you have this fear, and it's like, and it's crazy because when you wake up, right, and you have to go to work, and you don't feel like going to work, and like, I don't want to go, right? Or you wake up and you're like, I don't want to go gym, right? I don't want to go to the gym. But then, weirdly speaking, you're there and it's okay. The fact that you have to get up of your bed to do something, and understanding this factor, understanding that the fact that you have to get up of bed to do something is the hardest part of your day, you take care of it. I woke up, I got it. If getting up and making content in this very apartment, if I don't even leave the house and I make content, then so be it. But at least I got out of the bed. Right? That's important. Now, I can get out of the bed to play video games. I can get out of bed to eat food. I can get out of bed to be on social media the whole day. And that's also super cool. But I just feel like making content, in my opinion, is a bit more constructive. Right? And I feel like that's what I need. I need to focus on myself. See, if you ask me who I was before I started making content, I was a human being, right? I had those experiences, but none of them were as important. I've lived more experiences in the last 3 years of making content than in the last 30 years of my life, right? And also that's sad, but ultimately that's a good thing, right? There's also the feeling that I'm going to be starting to create content. I'm going to be working soon, very soon. A lot more places are hiring now, and a lot more places that are serious about having employees, and good employees, and long-term employees, right? Which is what I was looking for. There's nothing wrong with temporary employment, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But if you can find a job, if you're going to work a place, it's like, oh, I'm going to have this girlfriend that's in the last 2 weeks. Why? Why? You know? And then you go in and you make content. You're like, okay, this is really important to me, right? But this is, and then I'm going to be working, right? And then I'm going to go to work, right? So this universe of creating content is a direct subsidiary of us not doing anything. It's the biggest status of our universe until we have better equipment and we realize, no. We have better equipment. We can see that there's microplanets. There's not 9 of them. There's 20 of them, right? So this ideal of importance is lower. You go into a family meeting, okay? And it's actually quite special. You're the person in the family that this is the most successful. Little example, right? You make the most money, you have the most, I just bought a boat, bro, I have a boat house, right? People like, whoa, how'd you do that, man? That's so cool. And you become the main interest, right? And then your cousin has a baby. That baby can become their soul universe, right? Like, holy shit, that's amazing, good for you, right? But you still have that boat house and that boat. For me, that boat house, that boat, making content, right? Now, ultimately speaking, possibly later on this year, later on this month, later on this week, Well, not later on this week, but we're Thursday. But Robin Shabasky, How I Met Your Mother. For now, this is the most important part. And I'm talking to my girl about the importance of reinserting yourself in society. So, for example, not isolating. And I've been using making content as isolation. I've been using this as an excuse to say, you know what? No, I cannot go, dude. I got so much to do. Right? And that's true. I do have a lot to do. But the importance out of it, it's not that much. Now, this is the problem with having a chaotic mind, which is the subject of today. I know we took a couple of left turn, a couple of wrong turn, but the importance is chaotic brain. See, this importance, and it's sucked because this time is so precious. This time that I have to focus on what I truly love, which is making content, it's so important to me. So today we have a foggy brain. And the reason that we have a foggy brain is possibly, honestly, possibly too much stimulation yesterday. Yesterday we had a lot of people. I'm very grateful that wished me a happy birthday. Right? And there was a lot of emotion yesterday, and all of this emotion created. But you were more so out of your brain, right? Which is a great thing. Get out of here if you can. Get out of here. But then you go to sleep and you wake up and you're back in here. And it's like I want to talk about like a train, if it makes sense, because I like giving image. That train has been there, and you see the old man. You don't know his fucking name, and his fucking name, the old man name, doesn't matter. It never did. But you see him taking a shovel, taking the coal, putting it in the train. Now, because the coal is burning, there's energy which makes the train go forward, right? And the train kind of wakes up, right? And the whole time you were in the train and you were enjoying the view yesterday, and now you're realizing that the old man is you. And you're putting in the train, and you're a slave of always putting in coal in the fire, because otherwise the train won't move forward, right? So this chaotic brain it's a beautiful thing, because it's also a brought back to reality. Oh, they go grab a little bit of 8 Mile. If you didn't know, you don't know 8 Mile, you don't know Eminem, Rise to Fame. Come on. Shout out to Ailey B. I wouldn't say Ailey Bieber. Ailey Marshall. Or Ailey Matters. Marshall Matters, Eminem. Ailey Marshall. Ugh, you see? Chaotic brain. Shout out to Ailey Matters for her kids. She's pregnant, so congratulations. Hope she's a healthy kid. And yeah, so you're going through this whole set of mind where it's chaotic and all of those thoughts, and you see that, well, the train started back moving. But yesterday we had a leak of oil, and the train needs to fix that, right? So the brain takes over, and the ADHD takes over, and you're fixing it, and you're fixing it, and you're fixing it. But unless you fix it, right? No matter how much coal you put in the fire, no matter how many thoughts I put in, the train won't move forward, right? Now we're gonna check the battery because we're at 5%. We're good. 5% we're good. And the beautiful thing about that, the really, really, really amazing thing about that is, it's kind of forced break, right? So in October we did a burnout because we were working too much. But a couple of days like this, like today, the chaotic, although it's fucking chaotic, I know, although there's nothing you can do today, right? I'm making a video about the fucking train, about planet, and where am I going with this? This day that you need a break, but it's really, really important. And it's not possibly not the most important thing, but it's really important. And you realize that maybe you need days like that, right? But the beauty of and it's funny because the last video that I did, and it's the important thing about doing this video again. I thought it's such a negative thing. I saw it such as a showstopper. I was mad at myself for having a day where my brain didn't function like it should. Right? Never been mad at myself for being depressed. Never been mad at myself for being tired. But I was mad at myself for not being able to work that day. That doesn't make sense. You got limitation. Now, I want to show you something. We'll be right back, guys, with the event. Oh, just pinched the finger. Woo, that hurts like a motherfucker. Okay, so now, okay, we'll take a little break. Okay, so I'm gonna show you two pictures. Right now, the focus is gonna be on, the focus is gonna be on the very first picture. Right, you see this angel? Right? And then I want you guys to see the same angel on top, on top, on top, right? Now, this was painted by the same guy, okay, with different perception, right? And I was mad at this, but it's a state of mind, and a state of mind is part of you. It's part of who you are. And also, there's this thoughts of maybe chaotic brain is what I need. Maybe that's what I need, you know. So we're talking about we're doing a lot of analogy today. We're doing a lot of image today. We're gonna do one more, and that one more is what? That one more image is the Joker and Batman, fictional characters, right? So there has been a debate: who is smarter? Oops, wrong application. Who is smarter, the Joker or Batman, right? And people say, well, the Joker might be smarter, but he's crazy, right? What if? And now we're talking about multiverse. What if the Joker was the smartest person in that timeline? What if in other timeline, Batman was a crazy person, and now you're like, nah, bro, it doesn't exist. You get a Batman, you laugh, right? So right now, our brain is very chaotic, right? Right now, our brain doesn't function properly. Our brain is going against ourselves. We're self-sabotaging. Listen to this. We're self-sabotaging our creative process, right? And do you know how we're self-sabotaging? By putting too much things in it, so it overflows, right? I have this cup of water, right? I'm gonna put water, and I'm gonna put water, and I'm gonna put water in that cup, right? And that cup is technically it's a container to drink water. So the more water you put, the more water you have to drink, right? But this cup has limitations. So when you put too much water, the cup overflows, right? And all that water that's overflowing, right, is completely useless. You're wasteful. You're wasteful, right? So my brain is self-sabotaging, but maybe that's what I need. Maybe that's what I needed today. So today we're gonna have a lot of chaotic video, right? But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Not everything is supposed to go according to plan. Not everything is supposed to happen exactly the way it does. And that's also okay. That's really okay. So, last time we got like this, we got mad, right? Now we're going to be understanding. This is the way my brain is today. No matter how mad I get, it does not going to change a thing. Focus on what you can do. Do not focus on what you can't do. And things will be okay, right? Things will be okay. I'm not going to die today. I'm possibly not going to die tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow my brain works correctly. Now, ultimately speaking, what is the value of this video? Because this is a video about rambling, right? There's no value of this video. Now, I got ADHD. Right? We can talk about other people on the spectrum. People with autism, people with Asperger. Sorry about that. And it's dealing with your shortcoming. It's dealing with the fact that, you know what, today is not a good day. But that's okay, right? And I think somebody, okay, I think somebody with a bit narrow divergent, right? Talk about narrow divergence, which is again ADHD, autism, Asperger. I do not know if is it everyone's talking about people with slow minds. I don't know if it's part of it or extra chromosome, not slow minds. Extra chromosome, or human too. Please be respectful. Extra chromosome, I don't know if it's part of it, because it's more like a chemical thing, but also the fact that you got ADHD is chemical. The fact that you got autism is chemical, biological. See, now I feel bad because I did say the word slow mind, and that's not cool. That's pretty shameful. So that's not cool. But yeah, so I think that somebody with a neurodivergence as myself should be proud of that. I should be proud of the day. You know what? my brain is not working today. And that's okay. That's okay. I feel also bad about being mad the last time. Why the fuck was I mad? What is me being mad gonna change? Ooh, 5-star baby. 5-star baby. Arc Knight. Let's freaking go. Who do we get? You got for free. You got it for free. Ooh, we got him already, but still. Duplicate. We're gonna be finishing this video. We're gonna be focusing on this video because we got some good things. See, I'm a slut for bribery. I'm a slut for bribery. Oh well. Some say that's life, some say that's not life. I say it's life. And I say fuck you, but have a nice day.